Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. And here we go. I'm gonna be talking about social media. Um, so I'm gonna break this up into parts. First, I'm gonna say what I think about it and why. And then, um, from there, I'm gonna split up like the good and the bad. Alright. So, how I feel about social media. I'm gonna be talking mainly about Twitter, only because it seems like the most relevant form of social media currently. So, with this whole Twitter thing, I think that it's probably the worst thing that anyone could have ever put on the internet, ever. Because what it does, at least in my experience, I mean, I don't have a Twitter, I don't have a Facebook. I'm just speaking from experience by, I mean, like when I go to school, I hear people talk about it. They tell me about the shit that goes down on Twitter. So that's where I'm coming from. I just want you to understand my bias here. I'm not actually a part of it. I'm 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 relayed information from people who are a part of it, and from what they've been telling me, I really don't want to be a part of it ever, because it's it just seems to create problems out of problems that weren't really problems in the first place. So what I mean by that is, if someone were to call you something, like, I don't know, they would call you stupid or like a slut or like a whore bag or something, that really doesn't matter. I mean, just take it into perspective. They called you a name, who cares? It's not like they pushed you or like they punched you in the face or like they threw you off a building. I mean, it's not really anything serious. So it'll take problems like that and make them problems where it's like, oh, I'm gonna go over to your house and I'm gonna, I don't know, light you on fire or make you swallow glass. Like, that's what it does. It just like escalates it so quickly. And it's just, I don't like it. I think it's a stupid idea. Now, on the other hand, the positive things. I think that it's really positive for people who are in a position of influence. I think that, like the president, he can get out his message to a lot of people quickly, easily, and people can relay him information quickly and easily. I mean, granted, it's not going to be information that would like stop a missile from blowing up, because it's just, I mean, you can't do that. It's public, so. But what I'm saying is, like, people giving him information, or like a Q&A kind of session between the president and the people. It's much easier through something like Twitter than if you were to have, I don't know, any other form of question answer, really. So that part of it I think is good, but at the same time, I think it's bad because people in positions of influence can abuse their power, really. And it's just, if the wrong message gets out, or if they post something or send something out that's really, I don't know, just something that's really just out there and like crazy, I feel like it could start something like the Holocaust again. I really think that, because people now are just, I don't understand what people's problem is with like aligning themselves with these people who have, like, I don't know, like Republicans will stick with Republicans no matter what, and Democrats will stick with Democrats no matter what. And a lot of people are like that, and that's what's dangerous about it. I think that if someone who is in that kind of position tweeted something out like, I don't know, we hate bunnies, let's go kill them all. I'm not saying that that would actually happen, but it's a possibility that I think should be taken into consideration. So I really don't like it, especially for that reason. I mean, in a small, like, if you were to put it in a smaller setting, you would just get high school problems only amplified times 10. So then it may seem like huge, big problems that will like affect our lives for like until we die. But I mean, it really won't. But then at the same time, if you take it and you apply it to larger scale, like the world, you could get something really horrible from it, and that's why I hate it. Like I said, I've never actually been part of Twitter or part of Facebook or anything like that. But I'm not saying that stuff like that will happen, like where I don't know, something on a global scale that's horrible will happen. I'm not saying that it will, but I'm saying that it's a very good possibility that that could happen. I mean, I don't know if the Westboro Baptist Church has a Twitter. Well, I think their message is a little too radical. Let's not go into that, but yeah. So I feel about social media. I really don't think should be a part of anyone's life, really. I mean, especially kids who are in high school. Just because, I mean, just the amount of emotional stress that you go through in high school. It's not good to vent about it on a public forum like Twitter. So.